So nobody can hear us except for each other?
I can hear you on Facebook. If you have it up loud enough. Oh, good. That was a good hit.
Yeah. Double?
There you go! There you go! You can hear Pat breathing.
No, it's the wind, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the wind.
There's the wind. You can hear you guys. They can hear you. You're live on Facebook.
We are live on Facebook. Okay. Welcome to all those that are watching CSP Wolfpack Baseball on Facebook Live. Game got started early today, and our computer's being updated. So no radio yet, quite yet. Reset things. CSP leads by a score of 1-0 after a RBI double, stand-up double by Bryce Hinsdale, scores Gavin Burchanowski. And we've got one out here in the top of the first with Tate Catanese at the plate.
Yeah, to update you, Caden Becker struck out first batter. Gavin walked, stole second, and Bryce just stole third. So we have a guy on third. Tate up to bat with one out. Ball. Full count on Tate. Well, folks, gonna tell you it's windy here again today. We can't have a game without wind.
It is definitely windy. That hard ball to third, and they're going to throw Tate out at first, but it's going to be an RBI for Tate Catanese, and that's going to make the score 2-0 Wolfpack here early. Let's see if we can get ourselves on the radio here.
And now, Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer presents Clymer Sherman Panama Wolfpack Baseball play-by-play coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is presented by Lictus Oil and Propane, Countertop Solutions, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Supply, Triple E Manufacturing, Necker's Company General Store, Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing, The Cornerstone Restaurant, J. Edwards Insurance, Hoyer's Greenhouse, Mosher Carpeting, Utegg's Body Shop, and Tina Dills, ERA Team VP Licensed Real Estate Agent. And now let's head to the field for all the action of CSP Wolfpack Baseball play-by-play.
Good afternoon, baseball fans, and welcome to Pine Valley Central School, where CSP takes on the Panthers from Pine Valley, and what is a beautiful sunny day, but lots of wind. I'm Kyle Hinsdale, joined by my partner Pat Catanese, and we're excited to bring you Wolfpack Baseball here on Channel 98.9. And just to kind of give you a bit of a recap, this game got started early, And so those that are on Facebook have been able to watch a little bit. But CSP, as the visitors, started in the top of the first, and Caden Beckerink struck out as the first batter. Gavin Burchanowski reached on a base on balls, stole base, and then Bryce Hinsdale had a stand-up double to bring in the first run of the game for the Wolfpack. Bryce proceeded to steal third, and on a ground out by Tate Catanese, he was RBI scores Bryce. So after a half inning, it is 2-0 Wolfpack on a very windy Monday evening in South Dayton. Today's starting pitcher for the Wolfpack is going to be Caden Beckerink. Playing first base is Bryce Hinsdale. Playing second is Tanner Mahako. Manning the shortstop position is Tate Catanese, who pitched a gem on Saturday in CSP's first win of the season against Saukville Lake. And then third base looks to be Gavin Burchanowski. Center field is Carson White. Right field might be Phelps.
Yep, that's true.
And
I believe Spiesman's in left.
And Spiesman is in left. So did I miss anything in that recap, Pat?
No, I think you got it all, Kyle. Now we're caught up. Everybody's caught up.
Yep.
Up to bat for Pine Valley is going to be number 3, Slade. He's the pitcher today. Looks nice out on the field.
Yeah, it does. Looks nice and dry. They mowed the lawn.
Yeah, looks good. This wind is helping dry it out, too.
Yeah.
Not that we're enjoying the wind, but
everybody's bundled up like it's the middle of winter. So here's the first pitch, and that's a pop-up down the left field line, and that could be trouble, and it is. Falls out of play, or foul ball, I guess.
I truly wonder where out of play is there, Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't see a line.
I do not see a line there. But either way, Slade gets another shot at it. Caden up early, no balls and 1 strike.
That's above us.
And that's foul behind home plate. So if nothing else, Slade's up there swinging. No balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter for the Panthers. 2-0 Wolfpack early on here. And there's another foul ball.
Kyle, I didn't look to see what Pine Valley's record was coming into this game.
Yeah, I did not either. And we've now officially run out of baseballs. High and inside for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yeah, if not for the wind, Pat, this would be a really nice day.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And there's a well-hit ball to center field, but right to Carson White, and he makes the grab for out number 1. So well-hit ball by Slade, but better defensive play by Carson White. And that's going to bring the number 2 hitter up, Yvette. Playing, this is their catcher, who happens to be left-handed, which you don't see very often.
And bats right.
Bats right, throws left, and catches. Which I think, Pat, might be one of the reasons with a right-handed batter in the box that you saw Bryce steal from second to third.
Left-hander, yeah.
Back in the first inning, because that is a really difficult throw for a left-handed catcher to turn his body the entire way around and make that throw to third. So it'll be interesting to see if we do that some more today.
Yeah,
with a runner on second.
He's got to throw it through a body to get it there, you know? Or like you said, turn his body completely and make that throw.
Yep. All right, I think the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Correct.
To Yvette. There's a foul ball.
Well, Kyle, they're not afraid to swing the bat. That is for sure.
Nope, they are up there swinging. Yeah, there's a ground ball to third. Gavin comes up throwing, and he's going to get him at first base. So nice play by the freshman, Gavin Burchanowski, at third base. And with that, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first.
Up to bat now is number 15, Howard, playing left field for Pine Valley.
This starts, Pat, a very busy week for the Wolfpack. 4 games this week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So be nice to get good pitching performances this week for sure. There's a ball hit. It's going to be grabbed by the first baseman, Bryce Hinsdale, who makes a nice grab out of play. And with that, very efficient inning for Caden Beckrink. And the Panthers go 1, 2, 3. And with that, we'll take a commercial. After 1, CSP leads by a score of 2-0.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Utegg's Body Shop in Corry is helping to bring you this broadcast. Along with collision repair and refinishing, Utegg offers frame straightening services. Located at 633 East Smith Street in Corry. Utegg's Body Shop.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in New York at highschoolofficials.com.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Welcome back, where CSP leads by a score of 2-0 over the Pine Valley Panthers as we start inning number 2. And leading off the inning is going to be sophomore from Clymer, Carson White, and he looks at a curveball for strike 1. There's ball on the outside part of the plate for strike 2, so
Kyle,
no balls and 2 strikes to
I
Carson.
believe this is the same home plate umpire we had on Saturday.
It is.
So those outside strikes are going to count today.
Yeah, and there's
Carson
a ball
took
back up
advantage
the
of it.
middle, and that's going to get by the second baseman. So leadoff single for Carson White, and that's going to bring Andrew Spiesman to the plate.
Yeah, so these guys got to remember him and realize the outside is way outside is a strike today.
Yeah. Talking about Carson White, want to shout out to Carson's dad, Greg, who had the medical procedure over the weekend, and thoughts and prayers are with him as he recovers. There's a curveball on that outside part of the plate for strike 1. We'll see how aggressive Coach Moreno wants to be here with Carson. He's going to take off, and that's going to be a stand-up stolen base for Carson White. And we'll see if Coach Moreno wants to do the same thing with a batter in the a right-handed batter in the box and a left-handed catcher. We'll see how aggressive we are. And there's a curveball outside. I think it's 2 balls and 1 strike.
I think so. But I've noticed that their pitcher has realized that he's calling the outside, and he's throwing a lot of pitches out that way.
And there's a ball on the inside. It's going to hit right back to the pitcher, and he does a good job looking back. Carson at second and throws out Andrew at first. So 1 out for the Wolfpack, and that's going to bring number 5, Brady Phelps, to the plate.
We've not seen a lot of Brady this year, but
Nope, we've seen mostly what we've seen of Brady is pinch runner, and he did get in. He did get some at bats, a couple at bats at Salamanca.
correct. Yep. So good opportunity for him here today.
So ball on the inside part of the plate for ball 1. Carson White at second base with 1 out here, and there's that curveball by the Slade, the pitcher for Pine Valley. It's a nice curveball that he has.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Good stop there by the vet.
I'm thinking, Kyle, if you had a knuckleball thrower, today would be the day to throw him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, he probably wouldn't know where it was going either with this wind.
Ball's outside, so 3 ball. I think it's 3 balls and 1
Correct.
strike.
Yep.
Tanner Mahako on deck for the Wolfpack. There's
Good
a swing
cut.
and a miss. That was a good cut there by Brady.
Yeah.
So that brings the count full to the number 8 hitter for the Wolfpack. Ball
Good
high.
on his part. Ball 4.
Ball
Face on
4.
ball.
So Brady Phelps with a good at bat for the Wolfpack, and that's going to put runners at first and second with 1 out and bring Tanner Mahako to the plate.
I think this would be the time maybe to see if Carson can make it over to the 3rd.
Yep. They are holding him on. Whoa, baby.
Yeah, he's going to go on that.
Yep. Ball gets to the backstop, and that's going to advance both runners. So CSP now has runners at second and third with 1 out. Ball got away from Slade a little bit there. Ball inside, so 2 balls and no strikes. There's that curveball again. That's
I would
he's
be
very consistent with that
It
curveball.
is, but it's a slow-moving curve, so I think after seeing it the first time, they should be able to start hitting it. There's a
good hit down third base line that's fouled by Tanner. So he's on it. He just needs to straighten that out a little bit. Two balls and 2 strikes to Mahako. And there's a swing and a miss on the outside curve for strike 3. So out number 2 for the Wolfpack, and that's going to bring the top of the order to the plate in Caden Beckrink.
First pitch to Caden.
First pitch to Caden is a ground ball to second. He comes up throwing, and he's got him at first base.
Very close,
so
very close. Good hustle by Caden.
CSP threatens here in the top of the second, but leave a man on second and third, and after 1.5, it is 2-0 Wolfpack. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Support for Wolfpack baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Countertop Solutions in Clymer. Go Wolfpack from Countertop Solutions.
CSP Wolfpack baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is brought to you in part by Troyer's Greenhouse, now open for the season Monday through Saturday. Troyer's Greenhouse is located at 1669 Weeks Road, just 2 miles west of Panama. Go Wolfpack from Troyer's Greenhouse.
Welcome back to South Dayton, where the CSP Wolfpack visit the Pine Valley Panthers, and after 1.5, CSP leads by a score of 2-0. Caden Beckerink takes the mound for his second inning of the game after going 1-2-3 back in the first inning. Very efficient inning for Caden Beckerink. So CSP is going to face hitters 4, 5, and 6 for the Panthers. As we mentioned earlier, beautiful day here in South Dayton, just very windy. And for those that are watching on Facebook Live, that wind is coming right into the face of the camera, so right into our face, to be honest with you. So here's the number 4 hitter, Green, for the Panthers, and he's up there swinging the high fly ball to center field. Carson White is underneath it, and Carson squeezes it with 2 hands, and that is out number 1. Long fly ball by Green, but Carson did a nice job getting underneath that one.
Hit that ball very well.
Yeah. Just today, that ball's going to get hung up in the wind for sure.
Yeah, you got to hit him on the ground or hit him on a line today.
So that's going to bring number 12, Bradigan to the plate.
Shortstop for Pine Valley.
High fastball. Believe that evens the count at 1. And there's a pop-up foul over our heads. A lot of balls down there today so far.
That one might make the road. It just hit the driveway on a slope.
1 ball, 2 strikes. See if Caden can take care of this himself. Ball in the dirt low, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Good mix though. Caden seems to be working the plate pretty well today. But Pine Valley's up there ready to hit the ball.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So first strikeout of the day for Caden Beckerink, and that's out number 2 for the inning.
Up now is number 32, Keena.
And that's going to bring Keena to the plate.
Right fielder.
And he's up there swinging. That's going to be foul down the third base line. They're up there swinging the bat.
They're not afraid to get up there and swing at it. Folks, I'm looking forward to a beautiful baseball day someday this week, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the weather forecast, although it warms up, I think we're supposed to get some rain. That's strike 2.
Be looking forward to a day where we don't have to wear a hood and no jacket.
No balls and 2 strikes. Umpire thought that was strike 3. There he can ring them up now. Strikeout number 2 for the inning and out number 3 for the CSP Wolfpack. And after 2, CSP leads by a score of 2-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800-295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
Support for CSP Wolfpack baseball coverage is provided in part by Tina Dills, ERA Team VP licensed real estate agent, serving the Wolfpack listening area and all of Chautauqua County with real estate services for buyers, sellers, vacation rentals, and all relocation needs. For more information on how to get your move going, Tina can be reached at 716-397-7790. Tina Dills and the ERA Team VP agents wish the Wolfpack the best of luck.
Corry's only locally operated radio station is Channel 98.9. With your eerie weather, your favorite personalities.
Thank you so much for joining us on a Monday.
You see today local news, entertainment, and information around the clock. And Corry's modern rock. Channel 98.9, your one radio station.
Welcome back to windy South Dayton, New York, where CSP leads by a score of 2-0 as we enter the top of the third, and Gavin Burchanowski, the number 2 hitter, is going to lead us off this inning. And ball's in the dirt for ball 1. Gavin, just a freshman from Clymer.
Gavin scored our first run of the game, Kyle.
Yep.
Base on the ball, stole second, did he steal third too? I think so. Oh,
no,
he scored
on double by Bryce.
Yep.
So 2 balls and no strikes. So Gavin up early here in the count. Ball low, so 3-0. Bryce Hinsdale on deck.
Gavin's probably watching this one, if I would think correctly here. Yeah.
Right down the middle. Ball's outside, so based on balls to Gavin Burchanowski to lead off the inning.
Some of those situations when you got 3 balls and no strikes, I think I'd almost let him have the green light, because every pitcher in this league is going to throw it right down the middle.
Yeah.
Take your chances with that.
So that's going to bring Bryce Hinsdale, who had a stand-up double, RBI double back in the first inning. See if Gavin Burchanowski is going to be running here. They check over. Gavin slides in safely. There he goes, and that ball's just a bit late. So stolen base for Burchanowski, so that puts a runner in scoring position. And Bryce Hinsdale up on the count, 2 balls and no strikes. And there's a ball hit right back to the pitcher, and he's got Burchanowski in a little bit of a pickle here. Bryce has made his way to first, and Bryce is going to force the throw to second, and Bryce is now on his way to third. So a little bit of a helter-skelter here, but end result is Burchanowski was tagged out at third base. Bryce made his way from first to third, and that's going to bring Tate Catanese to the plate. I think Tate
hit a ball hard to third.
Hard third last at bat. And there's a well-hit ball to the gap, and that's going to fall in Tate Catanese on his horse to get to second base, and he slides in for a double. Probably could have had a stand-up double, but he wanted his mother to wash those clothes tonight, so he took a slide. RBI double for Tate Catanese, and that's going to make it 3-0 Wolfpack.
He knows there's a game tomorrow. She's got to do it tonight.
Give her something to do. Senior Grant Lictus to the plate. Today's backstop, every game's backstop for the Wolfpack. And there's a ball, slow roller to nobody really, and that's going to be a base hit for Grant Lictus. And that advances Tate from second to third, so Wolfpack here leading 3-0 with one out, have runners at first and third. And
Tate did have two
Carson
pair of
White's
pants,
on deck.
Kyle, but he got a big rip in them Saturday, so that pair I saw it in the trash last night.
Yeah, so. I might have saw a picture online of those pants.
Yeah, I said you could patch those. He didn't.
Get the sewing kit out, right? Carson White up to bat. He had a single back in the first inning, and he looks at ball one. Expect Grant Lictus to be going, and there he's going. There's a base hit by the shortstop, and that's going to be an RBI single for Carson White, and that advances Grant from first to third. So a little hit and run action by the Wolfpack, and that's going to make the score 4-0 CSP.
All right, Spiesman, let's see you hit the ball here now. He had a great hit against Chautauqua Lake that last time at bat.
And there's the ball. Grounder to second. He's going to take the out and
score a run.
Scored a run. So good job by Andrew Spiesman to put that ball in play. And as a result, that gets Grant Lictus across home plate and makes it 5-0 Wolfpack. On that play, Carson White moved from first to second. So still a duck on the pond if you're the Wolfpack here in the inning with two outs. And that's going to bring Brady Phelps to the plate.
Big curveball got him.
Yep, that's strike number one.
Yeah, Carson's got good speed out there, so he can get here on a base hit.
Ball inside, that evens the count at 1. Tanner Mahako, the number 9 hitter for the Wolfpack, is on deck. There's one that Brady would like to
have back.
That's strike 2, so 1 ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball in play. Oh, nice play by Slade, and he's going to throw it over to first. And that was awfully close to pulling his foot.
Yes.
But either way, it's out number 3 for the Panthers. But not until the Wolfpack put 3 across the board, and after 2.5, CSP leads by the score of 5-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for Wolfpack baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Countertop Solutions in Clymer. Go Wolfpack from Countertop Solutions.
CSP baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing and Air Conditioning, located at 147 East Main Street in Corry. They offer residential and light commercial new services, as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at flicksheatingplumbingandac.com.
School sports are played in the stands at a school athletic event? Please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by NISFA and the New York State Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Channel 98.9 and Wolfpack Baseball, where CSP leads the Pine Valley Panthers by a score of 5-0 as we enter the bottom half of the third inning. Relatively efficient game so far, Pat. I know Saturday when we signed off it was 2 hours and 18 minutes, so hopefully we don't have that tonight.
Yes.
We're moving much faster tonight.
This is number 22, White, the center fielder for Pine Valley at the bat. First pitch is a strike.
So this is 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Panthers here in the bottom of the third. And they're up there. He's up there swinging for sure.
Yeah, they're not afraid to swing at the ball. That is good to see.
Yep. No balls and 2 strikes to the big center fielder. And there's strike number 3. So strikeout number 1 of the inning and out number 1 of the inning for Caden Beckerink. I think that's strikeout number 3 for the game.
Up now is number 9, Danner, third baseman. Thought about it. Held himself up. Kyle, did I see today that Zach Wilson got traded to the Denver Broncos?
Could possibly be. I did not see that.
I think I saw that today.
I did see that the Sabres hired Lindy Ruff as their new
they brought
coach.
him back?
They brought him back.
Good.
So see if we can recreate some magic there.
Yes. So while we're away, Caden has thrown 2 strikes to the Pine Valley batter, so it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Strike 3.
And strike 3, so back-to-back strikeouts for Caden Beckerink. And 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring the number 9 hitter Myers to the plate. And that ball is popped foul and out of play down the first baseline.
I've noticed that Caden has taken a page out of Tate's pitching book too and pitch fast.
Yep, you're just getting it and going.
Yep. Whatever Grant calls, he throws.
That one came a little bit inside for 1 ball and 1 strike. Good job by Myers getting out of the way of that one.
And taking his bat with him too. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Another one.
Another high fastball. So 2 balls and 1 strike here. See if Caden can find that strike zone again. Has not been a problem for him today. He's been very efficient.
There, he got it back there. Another foul ball.
Foul ball over into the
buses,
school buses. So that evens the count at 5-0 Wolfpack. There's
strike 3.
Struck out the side, and after 3 innings, Caden Beckerink has faced 9 batters, and my math would tell me that that's the minimum he could face, Pat.
Yes, you're right.
So really efficient first 3 innings for Caden Beckerink. So after 3, CSP leads by a score of 5-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Support for Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Mosher's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosher's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosherscarpeting.com.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800-295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
Wolfpack Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support.
No, that'll be the next one. I'll be going by that.
Welcome back to Wolfpack Baseball here on Channel 98.9, where the Wolfpack lead the Panthers of Pine Valley by a score of 5-0 as we enter the top half of the fourth inning.
So we're going to go Tanner Mahako and then top of the order.
Which means Caden Beckerink and Gavin Burchanowski in this inning. And
All right, Kyle, I think that outside pitch is really widened out today.
Yep.
But that's okay. Everybody knows it.
Yeah. There's strike number 2. So Tanner down early, no balls and 2 strikes. There's a swing and a miss. So 3 pitches, 3 strikes for Slade. And that's going to bring today's starting pitcher to the plate, Caden Beckerink.
Caden struck out his first time and hit to the second baseman the second time.
There's a nice
Lays
little
down
bunt
a
by Caden Beckerink, and he is going to be safe.
Yep, good bunt.
Good bunt by Caden, and all kinds of speed there for Beckerink. So nice base hit, and that's going to bring Gavin Burchanowski to the plate.
Gavin's been walked both times today.
And there's that outside strike for strike 1. And Caden Beckerink goes, and he's a stand-up stolen base for Caden Beckerink. And I would not be surprised, Pat, if we see Caden also steal third. He's got the speed to do it.
Yeah, see what kind of a lead he gets off a second here.
There's that curveball in for a strike.
Pitcher's not even looking back at Caden.
And there goes Caden. It was swing and a miss, and he's going to steal third.
Okay,
so strikeout for Burchanowski for out number 2 of the inning. And that's going to bring Bryce Hinsdale to the plate.
Little 2-out lightning here, Kyle.
Yep, see if we can find a gap somewhere. And I'm telling you, Pat, there's a massive gap between right field and center field that would be nice if Bryce could find that.
Yes.
The center fielder is on the
left
deep side of the...
And he's deep.
And he is deep, particularly with this wind. There's a strike on the outside part. This evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs here as CSP has a runner on third, Caden Beckerink. And there's strike number 2 on that curveball. So Bryce has got to protect now. And there's a shot to left field. So that's going to be an RBI single for Bryce Hinsdale.
Okay.
And that's going to make it 6-0 Wolfpack. And that's going to bring Bryce's sidekick, Tate Catanese, to the plate.
Tate had a double. Should have been a stand-up double, but he's decided to slide.
So 2 outs here. See if Tate can find Bryce is stealing, and he is going to be
now you got to wash him,
safely
Kyle.
in, and now there's got to be some wash in our household tonight. So runner in scoring position. We'll see if Bryce goes again here, Pat. There's a pop foul. Tate would love that one back, I think. That one was right down Main Street. 1 ball, 1 strike to the junior from Panama. Checking on Bryce at second base. And there's a hit and run, and that ball's going to be foul. Hit the bus.
Bounce right back to us. 2 strikes and 1 ball, Kyle?
Or is it 1
just
ball,
2?
2 strikes.
Yep.
Yep, 1 ball, 2 strikes. See if Tate can find a hole here somewhere. And there goes Bryce. That ball is going to be high, and Bryce is going to get a stolen base to third base standing up. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. So anything out of the infield is going to score a run here. And that ball's well hit the center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. So RBI single for Tate Catanese, and that makes it 7-0 Wolfpack. All here with 2 outs. And that's going to bring Grant Lictus to the plate. Grant reached on a single back in the 3rd inning.
Yep.
See if Grant can find that gap between center and right. Lots of speed on first with Tate. I would not be surprised if he's running here. And there he goes. And that's going to be in safely for stolen base. Now, a little bit different here, Pat, because with the lefty up, I'm not sure he wants to steal third with a left-handed catcher. I think he could probably do it, but makes it a little bit easier for that catcher.
Yeah. Never know, though. Never know what might happen out there at second. Grant hits a base hit here. We get another run. That'd be.
And that ball's going to be foul. Big cut there by Grant, but just missed it. And that makes the count 2 balls and 1 strike. And that ball's
out of play.
Foul, out of play. So that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
That's a good sign, Kyle. That ball hit the ground, didn't plug.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's dry up. The field looks like it's dry. And there goes Tate. That ball is up. And there is a stolen base, successful for Tate Catanese. So CSP very aggressive on the bases today for sure. And that's going to leave a full count. Coach Moreno's tying Tate's shoes for him.
Because they have all that garbage on the slide and so forth, you know.
I know.
Hey, got that mitten on.
Yeah. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So CSP, the Panthers get out of the inning, but not until CSP puts up 2 to make it 7-0 Wolfpack after 3.5. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Utegg's Body Shop in Corry is helping to bring you this broadcast. Along with collision repair and refinishing, Utegg offers frame straightening services. Located at 633 East Smith Street in Corry. Utegg's Body Shop.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game. So I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in New York at highschoolofficials.com.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Welcome back, where the CSP Wolfpack lead the Pine Valley Panthers by a score of 7-0. As Caden Beckerink has faced the minimum through 3, which is 9 batters, and we'll see if he can continue that here as we enter the bottom half of the 4th.
Top of the order for Pine Valley. Slade flew out to center field his first time at bat. I think he hit the ball pretty well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yep, Carson White, I think, caught it.
Yeah. Wind seemed like the wind has died down a little bit.
Died down right now, for sure. Want to thank the, you heard them during the break there, but want to thank our sponsors for supporting CSP Wolfpack here on Channel 98.9. And if you're in and around those that businesses that sponsor us, we'd encourage you to patronize them as they allow this broadcast to happen. That first pitch is going to be foul back behind home plate here. So no balls and 1 strike to the leadoff man for Pine Valley, both in the game and in this inning. There's a curveball on the outside part of the plate. It's just outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ball well hit to center field. Carson White is running, and that's going to get by him. And that's going to be a base hit for the leadoff hitter for Pine Valley. Looked like Carson was there for that, Pat. Just missed his glove.
Sounded like it hit his glove.
Oh, maybe.
He kind of looked around like, why did it fall out?
So Pine Valley gets their first hit and first base runner of the game here in the bottom of the 4th, trailing 7-0. And that's going to bring Avert to the plate, today's catcher. There's a swing down third base line. That ball's fair. Oh, got him at second. So nice play by Gavin Burchanowski and Tanner Mahako to get the lead runner. That ball stayed foul the entire time. I thought maybe it was fair the entire time. I thought it might go foul.
I heard the infield telling Gavin where to go with that, so that's good. They were communicating. Let him know to go to 2. Tough play. Made a great play.
That was a tough play. There's a strike on that outside part. So if nothing else, it's consistent, Pat. was consistent on Saturday and is consistent tonight.
I agree. He keeps that outside. He gives them a lot of leeway on the outside.
Caden checks him over at first.
Good stop
Good
by
stop
Grant.
by Grant there. That saved the runner from advancing.
Scooped that well.
Yep.
He scooped it so well he was thinking about throwing the kid out at first.
Would have been close for sure. Interesting, Pat, that for the first time today, this results in Caden having to pitch out of the stretch.
That's correct.
And
that's true.
So you get into a rhythm through those first 3 innings where you're pitching from the windup, and all of a sudden now you've got to pitch from the stretch. It might take a few pitches to get used to that.
Big curveball, got him.
Curveball for a strike. So strikeout number 1 of the inning and out number 2.
Yep.
And that's going to bring
Green
to the plate.
Big first baseman. Well, I spoke too soon about the win, folks. It's back.
And there's a
Tough
little
play.
blooper. Tate is, I think, going to make the catch. And sure enough, he does. So great
play.
diving catch by Tate Catanese. He lost his glasses in the process, but made the out. And the Panthers get their first base runner of the game here in the bottom of the 4th, but could not advance anything past first. So after 4, CSP leads by a score of 4-0. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating, oil, and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
This Wolfpack broadcast is brought to you in part by Cornerstone Restaurant and Bakery at 104 East Main Street in Sherman. The Cornerstone offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and baked goods. The phone number is 716-234-4002, or find them on Facebook. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks the Cornerstone in Sherman for their support.
Support for Wolfpack baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Countertop Solutions in Clymer. Go Wolfpack! From Countertop Solutions.
CSP Wolfpack baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is brought to you in part by Troyer's Greenhouse, now open for the season Monday through Saturday. Troyer's Greenhouse is located at 1669 Weeks Road, just 2 miles west of Panama. Go Wolfpack from Troyer's Greenhouse.
Welcome back to CSP Wolfpack Baseball on Channel 98.9, where CSP leads by a score of 7-0 as we enter the top half of the 7th inning.
We are
Slade for
Carson White. Oops, sorry. I turned it up too loud, folks. You're going to hear just me.
You cranked
it
up.
Overbearing.
So we're going to see, who are we going to see here,
Carson
Pat?
White, Spiesman, and Phelps.
All right.
And Mahako, and Beckrick, and Burchanowski, and Hinsdale, Catanese, and Lictus. We're going to see all of them.
We're going to see all of them here in the 5th inning. Slade remains the pitcher, today's starter for Pine Valley. He comes out in here for the 5th inning, and that curveball is low and outside for ball 1. Just outside for ball 2. Wouldn't hurt my feelings, Pat, if we got 3 runs here and then held them in the 5th. Right? 10-run rule?
Is there a rule? I was going to ask that question.
Oh,
Is there a 10
yeah,
run rule?
I'm pretty sure there is, yeah.
We got a lot of work to do to get to that point.
Yes, we do.
3-1 on Carson.
Carson, I believe, is 2 for 2 on the day.
That's correct.
And
Little hesitation call
yeah,
there.
that was odd there. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Carson White. And that ball's outside for ball 4. So leadoff runner on for the Wolfpack.
I think earlier if Carson would have started heading towards first, he might have called it a ball.
Yeah.
But
That's going to bring big Andrew Spiesman to the plate. Andrew going with the no sleeve look today.
he went with that on Saturday in the snow.
So stolen base for Carson White puts him in scoring position. And I think that pitch was called a strike. Nope, called a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes to the junior from Panama. And there's a ball foul down the first base line.
Another bus hit.
Another bus.
Oh, jumped over the bus. Folks, if you're wondering why we keep saying it's a bus hit, because the buses are parked right behind the field here, right off the first base line. So
there's that curveball on the outside part that's called a strike. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Andrew Spiesman. And if you're a right-handed batter, Pat, all you want to do, good job there by the catcher, swinging foul tip for strikeout number 1 of the inning. But if you're a right-handed batter, Pat, and that curveball on the outside part of the plate, you just kind of want to take and slap that thing to right field.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change here, Kyle.
Yep. We are going to have a pitching change. So with that, as they take a break in the action, we'll take a break as well and pay some bills. We'll be right back.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800-295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
Support for CSP Wolfpack Baseball coverage is provided in part by Tina Dills, ERA Team VP Licensed Real Estate Agent, serving the Wolfpack listening area and all of Chautauqua County with real estate services for buyers, sellers, vacation rentals, and all relocation needs. For more information on how to get your move going, Tina can be reached at 716-397-7790. Tina Dills and the ERA Team VP agents wish the Wolfpack the best of luck.
Corry's only locally operated radio station is Channel 98.9. With your eerie weather, your favorite personalities.
Thank you so much for joining us on a Monday.
You see today local news, entertainment, and information around the clock. And Corry's Modern Rock. Channel 98.9, your one radio station.
Welcome back, where we have our first pitching change of the day, and this one happens to be for the Panthers of Pine Valley, where number 12
Bradigan, number 12, went from shortstop.
went from short to the mound, and
I think the pitcher went short.
Yep. So just swap of 2 players. So to reset, CSP leads by a score of 7-0 here in the top of the fifth. There is one out in the inning and a runner at second base, Carson White. And there's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Strike 1. Brady Phelps getting the start here today in right field.
That's high.
Good job by Brady to drop that bat. You mentioned that earlier too, Pat.
Carson's getting a lot of attention over there at second base.
And there's a well-hit ball to left field that's going to be foul.
He hit that ball well.
He did
Good
hit
job,
that ball.
Brady.
Good contact there. So I believe the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Correct.
And the umpire just kind of confirmed that for us. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, and that's going to bring Tanner Mahako Taco to the plate.
Tanner is due.
He is due. See if he can find a hole somewhere. Likely scores a run if he can do it.
Yeah, he is due. There's no doubt about that.
And there's a swing and foul tip. Caden Beckering, today's starting pitcher for the Wolfpack, on deck. Ball high, so that evens the count at 1. Thought maybe we'd see Carson stealing second to third, but he's getting, to your point, getting a lot of attention. High and inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, they got people swarming him there, keeping him locked in over there. Oh, no, hit by a pitch.
That one plucks him right in the back. So that's going to put runners at first and second and bring Caden Beckering to the plate. Got 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Caden can help himself here, give himself a little insurance. Runs.
Boy, that second baseman's standing on second, so Caden's going to high and outside there. Caden, if he stays there, Kyle, Caden's got a lot of room to hit a ground ball through there.
Yes, he does. And what I'm surprised at, Pat, is that to all of our lefties, the center fielder plays on the third base side, and there it is.
Yeah, that was perfect.
You're very prophetic, Pat. There's a base hit for Caden Beckering, and that is going to score Carson White.
Move Tanner to third.
So runners at first and third for the Wolfpack with 2 outs, and that's going to make the score 8-0. But you called it on that one. Caden hit it right where right where you talked about there being a gap.
Yeah, that second baseman was hugging second base, keeping Carson on, and Caden found a spot.
Caden's going to second, and that ball is going to be popped up and caught by the catcher. So good job by Avert to get out of his crouch and catch that. So CSP leaves 2 stranded here in the top of the 5th, but they get 1 across the board. So after 4.5, it is CSP 8, Pine Valley nothing. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane in Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Support for Wolfpack baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided by Countertop Solutions in Clymer. Go Wolfpack from Countertop Solutions.
CSP baseball coverage on the Channel 98.9 Sports Stream is provided in part by Steve Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing and Air Conditioning, located at 147 East Main Street in Corry. They offer residential and light commercial new services, as well as electrical repairs, well pumps, and water conditioning systems. Phone 814-665-6034. Online at flicksheatingplumbingandac.com.
School sports are played by humans, coached by humans, and officiated by humans. So the next time you're sitting in the stands at a school athletic event, please remember this and maintain your humanity, especially when it comes to judging and critiquing athletes, coaches, and officials. Please show your fellow humans some respect. They'll appreciate your empathy.
This message presented by NISFA and the New York State Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to CSP Wolfpack Baseball on Channel 98.9, where the CSP is battling the Pine Valley Panthers here in South Dayton. CSP leads by a score of 8-0 as we enter the bottom half of the fifth inning.
5, 6, 7 coming up for Pine Valley.
And today's starting pitcher, Caden Beckerink's going to go head back to the mound. Caden has been extremely efficient today.
Yes.
Faced the minimum batters through 3 and
just one extra in the
fourth, and that was reached on an error. So no hit baseball for Caden Beckerink here.
Now this is how quick that game on Saturday should have went in the cold.
Yeah, that's right. That is right. There's a first pitch ball high for Caden. And ball high again. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, I'd question that one.
To Brad again. And there's a ball will hit right back up the middle, and there's the official first base hit of the game for the Panthers. And that's going to bring number 32, Kenna, to the plate. See if CSP can turn 2 here, or maybe Grant can throw him out at second.
Caden's going to keep him tight to the bag over there.
Yeah. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Way out in front of it early. Wind has all of a sudden picked up, Pat.
Yes, it has. I shouldn't have spoke earlier, I guess.
Ball inside. There's outside part. So 1 ball and 2 strikes to the batter. Pine Valley gets the leadoff runner on with a single. Not taking any sort of lead over there. There's
Struck him out with a big curveball
for strikeout number 1 of the inning. And that's out number 1. So good job by Caden Beckerink. And that's going to bring White to the plate.
Double play ball here would make it efficient again for him.
It's blowing so hard that dirt's going right into our face
yes.
now. Did you count how many strikeouts?
7.
7? 7 strikeouts for Caden Beckrink. And that ball's
out of play.
Out of play and
under the bus.
Under the bus. So we've had hitting the bus, we've had it hop over the bus, and now it is landed underneath the bus. No balls and 1 strike. And there he goes, and Grant comes up throwing, and he just was not able
Tanner
to
couldn't hold on to it.
I think if Tanner squeezes that, they might have had him back.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it looked like he had the bag covered and good throw.
But stolen base for Bradigan, and Pine Valley has their first runner to reach second, and has their first runner to
foul ball.
That screw up our camera at all, Pat? Maybe a little bit.
I don't know.
We'll get IT on it. One ball, 2 strikes to the batter. Caden looks to the runner back.
Okay. Good thought. Good block
ball
by
in the dirt. Good job by Grant to block that. Second time in as many innings that Grant has been able to keep a runner on the base that they were on by blocking the pitch in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the batter. Caden checking the runner at second. Almost would like to have Caden worry about the batter.
Got him.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 3, so good job by Caden to do that himself, and that's back-to-back strikeouts. Strikeout number 8 on the game, and that's going to bring Danner to the plate. A swing and a miss for strike 1. 8-0 Wolfpack here in the bottom of the 5th, 2 outs. And there's strike number 2. So we'll see if Caden Beckrink can do this on his own by striking out the side. And that he does. So after giving up the leadoff single, Caden Beckrink strikes out 3 straight batters, and after 5, Wolfpack lead 8-0.
Coverage of CSP Wolfpack Baseball is brought to you in part by Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services in Clymer, a leading provider of new, heat-treated, and recycled pallets and wood services since 1993. Find them online at caflischpallet.com. Phone 716-355-4354. Caflisch Pallet and Wood Services wishes the Wolfpack the best of luck this season.
Support for Wolfpack Baseball on the Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Mosher's Carpeting at 8631 East Main Street in Clymer. Mosher's has carpeting and all types of flooring, serving the area for over 27 years. Online at mosherscarpeting.com.
Support for coverage of CSP Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided by Triple E Manufacturing in Sherman. Triple E offers equine products, promotional items, embroidery, and printing services. 800 295-4282 or online at tripleemanufacturing.com.
Wolfpack Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by Necker's Company General Store, providing Clymer with groceries, apparel, gift items, and so much more for over 100 years. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Necker's Company General Store for their support.
Welcome back to South Dayton, New York, where CSP has invaded the Panthers of Pine Valley and lead by a score of 8-0. As we enter the top of the 6th inning, CSP is going to bring their 3, 4, and 5 hitters to the plate, which means Bryce Hinsdale is going to lead off for the Wolfpack.
Bryce is hitting the ball well today.
Bradigan, who came in relief last inning, he'll return to the mound here in the 6th. Ball high, so 1 ball, no strikes. See if Bryce can get on base, and then we'll stay aggressive on the base paths. We've been aggressive all day, really. And there's a strike right at the numbers. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Ball low in the dirt.
2-1 to Bryce. Tate Catanese on deck. Strike 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. I don't know why he didn't swing at that one, Pat.
I don't think he liked it. I mean, it looked like it was going to be high, but it came down.
Ball's outside, so full count here to the leadoff hitter.
There's a base hit.
Well hit ball to right field, and that's going to be leadoff single for Bryce Hinsdale. Waited on that curveball and drove it to right field, and that's going to bring Tate Catanese to the plate. I would expect Bryce to be running here as we've been aggressive on the bases all day. And first pitch is going, and he's going to slide in for stolen base. So good job by Bryce to get down to second and immediately puts a runner in scoring position. We'll see if he's going to steal third too.
First pitch was a ball on Tate. Ball 2.
So 2 high fastballs to start Tate's at bat. 2 balls and no strikes. And there goes Bryce, and that ball's inside, and Bryce is going to slide in safely. So 2 stolen bases in the inning for Bryce Hinsdale, and that's going to put runner at third with no outs here, and see if Tate can hit him in. I'd give him the green light, Pat.
Green light.
Green light.
Okay, here we go now.
Now he's swinging away. And there's a ground ball to third, and he mobbles it, and that's going to score a run. So RBI single for Tate Catanese, and that's going to make the score 9-0 Wolfpack. No outs here in the top of the 6th. We got speedy Tate Catanese on first base, and that's going to bring Grant Lictus to the plate. And there goes Tate. That did not take long. And he slides in for a stolen base. I think you're going to see the same thing here.
Did he even stop at first? I mean, he was there, but
Not for very long. He paid his $200 get out of jail.
Yeah.
There's a big swing and a miss for Grant.
Head on it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, you know, there's a left-hander up, so it's easier for the catcher, like you said earlier.
Yeah, he's still going. He's still going.
Yeah.
Money is on. He's going. He's got all kinds of dirty.
He's got dirty everywhere.
Big swing and a miss for Grant, strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to the senior from Clymer. No outs here in the 6th inning. 9-0 Wolfpack. Ball in the dirt. Good stop by the catcher. Keeps Tate at second.
They're doing the same thing. They're having that second baseman stay close to second. Grant hits it in the grass. That's going to get through.
Yep. Ball outside. I think that evens the count at 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I agree with you, though, Kyle. There goes Tate.
There he goes. That ball's outside, and there's stolen base number 2 for the inning for Tate Catanese. So Hinsdale and Catanese both aggressive on the bases, and that was ball 4. I had it as 3, but they said ball 4.
Okay.
So that's going to bring hot hitting Carson White to the plate. Runners at first and third. Nope, that's going to be a foul tip. So no balls and 1 strike to Carson White, who I think might be 3 for 3.
You're correct. Oh, he had a base. His last time up was a base on ball.
There goes Grant, and they're not going to throw it down. So stolen base for Grant Lictus. It might be 1 more stolen base than his dad ever had. I don't know.
Yeah, his dad used to just hit him out so he didn't have to run him.
There's a foul tip.
There was no fence too far for Lant to hit it out.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes to Carson White. Runners at second and third here in the top of the 6th inning, where CSP leads by a score of 9-0. No outs here. So CSP threatening to put up a big inning.
Oh, hit by a pitch.
That was hit Carson, so that's going to load the bases. And that's going to bring sleeveless Andrew Spiesman to the plate, who could really bust this game open.
Yes, he can.
So no outs, bases loaded here in the 6th inning. And Andrew's swinging at the first pitch for strike 1. Brady Phelps on deck for the Wolfpack. There's swing and a miss, strike 2. So Andrew down early in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Ball high. Carson White at first, Grant Lictus at second, Tate Catanese at third. Ball low for Andrew Spiesman, so that evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, base hit hero. Make this thing wide open. There's a hit.
And there's a hit down the third base
right
line. It's going to get by the third baseman. That's going to score 1. That's going to score
Two.
And as a result, CSP and everybody's a lot of action going on here, but CSP scores 2, and that's going to make the score 11 nothing Wolfpack, with runners at remaining at first and third with still no outs. Correct, Pat?
That's correct.
Andrew's going to steal, and that's going to be stand-up stolen base for Andrew Spiesman.
Great place for Brady to get a hit here.
Yep. Get his first RBI of the year. And there's a pop-up. And, catcher could not make the play. That's a tough play for the catcher.
Yeah, right in that sun.
So Brady gets new life here. Ball outside. I think it's 2 balls and nope, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ground ball to short. That's going to score 1. Shortstop's going to throw Brady out at first. So good job by Brady Phelps by putting the ball in play, and that gets him his first RBI of the year as Carson White crosses home plate. That did advance Andrew Spiesman to third. And as a result, runner at third base for Tanner Mahako Taco with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Ball high to Tanner. Caden Beckrink, leadoff hitter, on deck. There's a ball 2, so 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out here. And ball 3, so 3 balls, no strikes to Tanner Mahako. As Bradigan has having a little trouble finding the strike zone. 4 straight pitches, 4 straight balls to Tanner Mahako, and that's going to bring Caden Beckrink to the plate. And the Pine Valley coach wants to have a brief discussion with his relief pitcher here. So bring everybody up to speed on the week. CSP plays at Westfield tomorrow night. They host Maple Grove on Thursday and then host Casadega Valley on Saturday.
I believe the Thursday night's in Clymer and Saturday is scheduled to be in Panama.
Yep. Now that's subject to change, I'm sure.
Well,
if we don't get any rain, Panama will be fine.
You're right. Yeah, it'll be fine. So for that side hill that we stand on, it might be a little slippery, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Once we get up there, we're safe.
Yep. High ground.
It's a great view up there.
It is a great view.
Caden
So
Beck.
runners at first and third with 1 out. Caden Beckrink the 6th. And there's a little
could be
slapper
trouble
to left field, and that's going to be trouble out of play. Foul ball. Third baseman tried to catch it over the shoulder, unsuccessful.
Well, Caden's laying off the high pitches
you,
today.
You know he's in the zone when he's laying off the high pitches because he likes those. There's a well-hit ball to right field, and that's going to be caught by the right fielder.
Scores Andrew.
Look what I found type of thing, but that scores Andrew on the sacrifice fly, and that's going to make it 12-0 Wolfpack. Tanner Mahako remains at first base, so runner at first. 2 outs here, and Gavin Burchanowski is going to come to the plate. Good job by the right fielder there to make that catch. Ball outside to start Gavin's at bat. There's strike one, 1-1.
High ball 2.
Ball high there. Bryce Hinsdale on deck for the Wolfpack. 3 balls and 1 strike to Burchanowski. Ball inside, so CSP threatening here again with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Runners at first and second with Bryce Hinsdale coming to the plate.
Back where we started the inning.
Oh, you said? Was it this inning that you said?
No,
that?
I said it earlier, but that's okay. It was for going forward.
Yeah. I think that was a strike there. Ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the junior from Panama. And there's a ground ball. Foul.
Boy, that hit something and kicked out real quick.
Yes, it did.
Which is okay because that first baseman was all over.
He was going to grab that and touch the base. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Got to protect here. Runners at first and second. And there's a ground ball. It's going to find the maybe gap, and yes, it does. And so and Tanner's going to get thrown out at home. So base hit for Bryce Hinsdale, but CSP ends the inning with a throw out at home, and that's going to end the top half of the 6th, where CSP leads by a score of 13 to nothing. We'll be right back after these messages.
Funding for this broadcast on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream is provided in part by J. Edwards Insurance. With offices at 9 East Main Street in Panama and 800 West 3rd Street in Jamestown, J. Edwards Insurance is an independent insurance service providing auto, business, farm, and homeowners insurance. We treat you like family. Online at jedwardsinsurance.com. Best of luck to the Wolfpack this season from J. Edwards Insurance, serving New York and Pennsylvania since 1957.
Utegg's Body Shop in Corry is helping to bring you this broadcast. Along with collision repair and refinishing, Utegg offers frame straightening services. Located at 633 East Smith Street in Corry. Utegg's Body Shop.
Man, I loved playing high school sports growing up. And it's fun being a fan now, don't get me wrong, but sitting in the stands feels like I'm missing out on all the action, you know? I wanted to get back in the game, so I signed up to be a high school official. It takes me back to my playing days. I'm supporting students, and I get paid to make the big calls. Do you want to see the game up close? Sign up to become an official in New York at highschoolofficials.com.
Funding for this Channel 98.9 Sports Stream broadcast comes from Lictus Oil and Propane and Clymer. Family-owned Lictus Oil and Propane continues to supply liquids and fluids for agriculture, industry, and homeowners. Heating oil and propane services and off-and-on diesel fuel services are also offered. The Channel 98.9 Sports Stream thanks Lictus Oil and Propane for their continued support.
Welcome back as we come back to the South Dayton, where CSP is taking on the Pine Valley Panthers, and there seems to be some question in regards to the 10-run rule, and I believe that's going to be.
Well, no, we're going back out on the field. It looks like.
Yep, going back out on the field. So I think there was some question in regards to the 10-run rule. The score right now, folks, is 13-0 Wolfpack.
That's a confusion to me, Kyle, because I don't ever remember the other team getting their ups. I can remember in years past when you get to 10 after 5 the game, if people walk off the field.
Yeah.
So I was shocked that we kept going when we did. But
yeah, it only became 10 in that inning.
Right, but
right? So
normally you would have walked off the field after
it.
10.
I mean, I'm surprised that Pine Valley wouldn't get their at-bats. Now, why I think this is important, Pat, to CSP is because of pitching.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
Caden Beckerink has been very efficient tonight.
Right.
And with 4 games this week, we want to keep him. We want to give him.
Yes, I mean his pitch count right now might make him only a 3-night rest.
That's right. So I think that is why, it's CSP coaching staff that that's raising the question, and I think the only reason that they would be doing that is for pitch count.
Yeah. Looks like we're playing. I don't know what.
Looks like we are. So let's see if Caden can be as efficient as possible here in the bottom of the 6th.
They're going to go with 9 top of the order in the bottom of the 6th there.
And I think, Pat, depending on how many pitches Caden has, I mean, you've got some other kids that maybe could come in and pitch for, maybe you bring in Gavin.
Well, you could if he gets in trouble, you could even throw Bryce a few pitches to try to get out of an inning because he only needs 1 night rest before tomorrow night.
Yep, that's right.
That would limber up his arm for tomorrow maybe. I think if he stays under 30 pitches or at 29, he can throw again tomorrow night.
Yep. Well, either way, we're going to start here in the bottom of the 6th, and that's going to be his first pitch strike for Caden Beckerink. And there's a ground ball that's going to be scooped by Tate Catanese. He's going to throw, and he's going to be out at first. So nice play by Tate Catanese at short. And that's going to be out number 1 after just 2 pitches. And that's going to bring the top of the order, Slade, to the plate.
Slade he's flown out to center twice, so Carson better be awake.
And there's a ground ball back to Caden. He's going to come up throwing. And Bryce stretches and gets it. Good stretch by Bryce Hinsdale at first base. And 3 pitches and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
That was a great play by Caden. He came off that mound very quickly and made that play and threw it a little off to Bryce, but that's okay. Bryce made a great stretch to grab it.
So 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. CSP leads by a score of 13-0. We think if we can get 1 out here, that would be the ball game.
I guess we don't know anymore, Kyle.
No. There's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike to the batter.
Honestly, Kyle, I don't think Caden's really high in his pitch count.
He can't be. He
hasn't very efficient.
And he has not gone, through 3, faced the minimum at batters.
Yep.
And I'm not sure he's had a full count, to be honest with you.
I agree.
So 1 ball and 2 strikes here. And there's a fly ball to left field, and that's going to be caught by Andrew Spiesman. Good job calling Tate off of that. And with that, I believe that should be the ball game. And it looks like it is. So CSP makes the trip all the way over to South Dayton and picks up win number 2 on the year to even their record at 2 wins and 2 losses. And excellent job today by starting pitcher Caden Beckering.
Absolutely.
He was fantastic.
That was a great showing right there.
And the bats came alive for the Wolfpack, and good time for that to happen as we have a busy week ahead. So, and much needed complete game by Caden Beckering. So for Pat Catanese, I'm Kyle Hinsdale, CSP, with a 13-0 win here against Pine Valley. Tune in tomorrow night at 5 p.m. first pitch as CSP travels to Westfield to take on the Wolverines. That game will be broadcast live here on Channel 98.9 and Facebook Live. Till then, have a good evening, everyone.
Thanks for listening to this broadcast of CSP Wolfpack Baseball on the Channel 98.9 Lictus Oil and Propane Sports Stream at channel989.org. This broadcast is presented by Lictus Oil and Propane, Countertop Solutions, Caflisch Pallet and Wood Supply, Triple E Manufacturing, Necker's Company General Store, Daniels Electric and Flicks Heating and Plumbing, The Cornerstone Restaurant, J. Edwards Insurance, Hoyer's Greenhouse, Mosher's Carpeting, Utegg's Body Shop, and Tina Dills, ERA Team VP Licensed Real Estate Agent. Tune in next time for all the action of CSP Wolfpack Baseball.